Hello, I am Matt Little. I am the writer-director of The Slater Sisters, and as we get further along in the project, I thought this would be a good chance to go a little more in depth about the project itself, the characters, and why this film is worth your time. The reason The Slater Sisters is the film I wanted to make as my directorial debut is because it perfectly encapsulates the type of films that I would want to make as a director. It is a film with a generally comedic tone that takes place in a world that's very much like ours, but different in tiny ways. Characters that ride that fine line between ridiculous and relatable. It's a film that incorporates the visual comedy you might find in something like an Edgar Wright film, with the sort of heartfelt, happy-sad quirkiness of something you might find in a Taika Waititi film, all with the pacing and energy that you'd find in a good episode of Doctor Who. I don't want to give too much more away about the story because I want people to actually see the movie. So for the meantime, I'm going to spend some time talking about the backbone of the film, which is the sisters themselves and the dynamic between these very contrasting characters. I thought of the characters of Sarah and Catherine Slater before I thought of anything else in this film. Two brilliant scientific sisters that contrast in almost every possible way except for their passion for science and what sorts of wacky scientific sci-fi conundrums they can get themselves into. The sisters came first, the rest of the film was built around them. So we'll start with Sarah Slater, who's the older of the two sisters and certainly the more eccentric of the two. This character is a type of character that I always loved to watch growing up, which is this sort of all-knowing, ridiculously intelligent character, the type of person who has an almost unfathomable, cartoonish intelligence that's unparalleled by any single person they ever meet. She doesn't really have any respect for authorities or systems of government. It's all beneath her. She's out for herself. She is a true chaotic neutral. But that's not to say she's emotionless or she's robotic. Although she definitely does not have a very good level of emotional intelligence, Sarah loves one thing and one thing only, and that's her sister Catherine. She's confused by that fact, but for some reason, it's her and her against the world in Sarah's mind. And on that note, let's talk about Catherine. Catherine is a brilliant, passionate, and kind young scientist. Compared to any average Joe, she seems like a genius, but because of the fact that she spends so much time with her sister, and often compared to her sister, who as stated before is unfathomably intelligent, she often fails to seem or feel impressive. She's reacting to Sarah and the crazy situations that they're in the same way the average person would react. She wants everybody to just stop and talk about it. The Slater sisters are characters that I'm really eager to see brought to life, and this film in general is one that I'm tremendously excited to be brought to life. So with your continued support, we're gonna make this happen. Thank you for listening, and have a great day or night. Goodbye. That good? That covers all bases. It covers all bases. It doesn't matter what time you're watching this.